Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lamora Dunn, Jesus' daughter Lamore. I want to talk with you on the topic which is called Maybe It's You. Okay. I want to, break something down real fast because a lot of people, and you might be one of these people, it's nothing wrong to admit that you are. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean, if you are walking with God that you're going to hell for this. It doesn't mean that. It's just that you might be the blame for you for everything that may be happening around you, or maybe you're the problem. And some people don't want to admit this, and when they don't admit this to God or themselves, guess what? It gets worse. It gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. And I just want to explain to you that if you are one of those people that have been, like, let's say for example, been married 2 times, 5 times, 100, I don't want to say 100 times, because I don't think nobody in the world that crazy. I don't think they crazy enough to get married 100 times and repeats. But I know people are mentally crazy down here, and people are psychopaths in their own unique way. Okay, and I'm not here to judge or blame or try to pick no one out for that, pick on no one for that. I'm just, voicing my opinion at this moment right now. But to get to the main point of this message is that sometimes people blame everyone around them, but they never look at themselves. Look at yourself in the mirror real fast if you get a chance, and say, maybe it's me. Maybe it's not my mama. Maybe it's not my children. Maybe it's not my husband. Maybe it's not my wife. Maybe it's me. I'm the problem. So if this is the case, which 100% of the time it does be the person, because if you are blaming everyone around you, but you never even took a time or check out to look at yourself and admit you may be the problem, the enemy of yourself, then the problem will steady keep going and nothing will get better. You won't see the results that you want to see in your life because you're not admitting that you're the problem. You're the psychopath. You're the crazy one. You're the one that got these weird issues, thinking problems. You're mentally crazy. You think everyone is out for to get you, to hurt you, to harm you, to use you, and it's not always the case. That might not be always the deal. You see what I'm saying? For example, when I first came in for God, well, I'm gonna just say probably before that, I used to, think everyone around me might be this or that. When I was younger, but I was young at the time, and a lot of, I guess teenagers think like that. They're young, they don't know no better. For some, now some teenagers they advance, but just to make a short story simple, I looked in the mirror one day and said, maybe it's me. I admit it, it's me. I'm the problem. You see what I'm saying? And what I did was I scoped out what I needed to work on with my inner self, what I need to work on to make me as a better person in my life period, and for God, and for my walk, and for my purpose. So that I could be a fully blessing to others that God had me picked out to help and reach out to, uh, you know, in my life. See what I'm saying? So I had admitted finally, it's me. I don't think it's no one around me. I think it's me. I'm the problem. Even if I'm not the problem, I still like to just put things out there on the table and make it simple and straight, just to be on the safe side, because I don't want to meet God on Judgment Day with no surprises. You see what I'm saying? It's just best to put it out there, even if you ain't crazy. Still say, oh, I'm crazy. Even if it ain't your fault, if you ain't the problem, ain't no wrong with still saying that, just to put it out there so it won't be no surprises when you meet Jesus Christ. You see what I'm saying? Because that is going to be a scary day, and I don't want no surprises. I don't want God to telling me stuff that I could have fixed, or that I could have acknowledged and admitted. Even if I tried to fix it and it still didn't get fixed, at least I know I admitted, it's me, Lord. It's not you, Lord. It's not no one around me. It's not my mom, my daddy, my family, my brothers, my cousins, my auntie. It's not them. It's me. I am the one. You see what I'm saying? With the problem. pertaining to whatever the problem may be that you're dealing with in your life, okay? Or whatever demons that you might be fighting in your life, okay? Whatever forces that you're being attacked by that cause you to do whatever, then hey, still admit it if that's what's going on with you. So sometimes, like, really, this is the truth though. If you just admit, look in the mirror at yourself, or if you gotta, do what you do and admit to yourself, to make it simple. It's just say, be honest with yourself. If you know it's you, just go ahead and say it. It's me. Lord, help me. That's what you need to tell God. Help you, and He will help you when He's saying that you're sincere from your heart. And when you talk to God from your heart and not just say a bunch of mumbling words that you really don't mean, you're going to be all right with God, because God, He respects that. He like people to talk to Him from their hearts. And I think I talked about this before, about talking to God from your heart, just being real with God. You know what I'm saying? Way long, I think years ago, I did a video on that. But yeah, just talk to God, from your heart, admit your faults and be honest with God. And really, like I said, when you be honest with yourself and say, man, it's me. I'm the psychopath, or I'm the crazy one. I'm the one, with all this going on. It's not the person around me. It's not the people around me. It's not my family, my friends, or whatever. And when you do that, you'll find something lifting off of you. I promise you will. You'll find something. You'll just start to see, sense and feel things coming off of you in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that was attached to your bodies and souls, you're gonna find that stuff coming off of you in the spirit. You're gonna feel lighter, better. You're gonna feel like you don't have nothing to hide anymore. You don't have to blame yourself and feel like you just messed it all. Like you just worthless piece of nothing. You don't have to worry about that no more. And you get to expose yourself, because when you do that, you don't have to worry about, hearing surprises on Judgment Day. And what the beautiful part is, that when God shows you what's going on with you and what He wants you to fix based on your purpose pertaining to where He's trying to take you in your life, oh wow, if you can fix it, you might not fix it overnight. It might take some time for certain people, depending on how serious they take it or how many forces that's fighting against them in the spirit. It just depends, because everybody's dealing with different things. And I'm not gonna say everybody, because everybody is different. I'm not gonna be like the next person. Oh, I'm going through this. All the women going through this, or all the men going through this. No, that doesn't mean everybody's going through what you're going through. And I don't have time to say that, because I'm not gonna do that, because everybody's not going through the same thing. They just not. You know what I'm saying? And that'll be crazy for me to say that, because that's not always the case. So, if you just, like I said, admit it to yourself, it's me, man. You're right, Lord. I'm the psychopath. You're right, Lord. If God show you that you crazy and you got mental problems, and you might kind of go against God and go against it and try to deny it. People do it all the time. God will show them who they are, and they will deny it over and over, because they don't want to accept who God is showing them. Because see, once God takes the scales off your eyes and show you who you really are and how crazy you are, or whatever it is that He's showing you, everybody's not ready to hear that from God. Everybody's not ready to accept those scales coming off their eyes. Everybody's not ready to see who they really are. They really not ready for that. Some people want to walk in fairy tale land with themselves and think they all together. Let's be real. We know it's true what I'm saying. They got a lot of people out there that really think they are these, all together people. They think they just got it all together, but they really don't. And when God showed them they don't, they be upset. Some people get they don't want to accept that from God. They don't want to accept that, period, for their own selves, to make their own selves at peace. Because once you accept that from God, and you accept it in your heart, and you accept who you are, when God shows you, it's going to bring peace. You don't have to hide no more. You don't have to be a phony no more and pretend to be something you really not in front of people. You don't have to live a lie no more. And that's just the beauty of it. It's just so beautiful when God do that. I think it's beautiful. I think it's a blessing. I really do. When God have you picked out to show you in the midst of your journey, or even before you get God, even before, if he show you things about yourself that's going on, and you get to have an opportunity, I'm sorry, to work on that and fix it. You might not be perfect at fixing it, but if you do try, at least try, I'm telling you, it's a beautiful thing. That's my opinion. I think it's beauty in that. Now, people that don't agree with me, I understand how you feel, and I ain't knocking you for your opinions. I'm not knocking you for disagreeing with me. I'm not. I'm not even tripping off of that. I'm just here to give you the message, and I'm just here to give you facts, truth on how this stuff works. Okay? And the beauty of this also, and the truth on how this works too, this is the most important thing in this message. If you can take this down and really do this for yourself, I'm telling you, you will see a big difference. I know you will. You will even send me a message. You will post it and say, you right, you are right, girl. This is really, this working. I admit to God that I'm the one that's to blame. It's not no one around me. That I'm to blame for things that's going on around me or that went on in my life. And I'm telling you, if you do this and admit to your God, admit to yourself that you're the problem, you're going to see yourself be at more peace. God going to give you more peace first of all, because that's you doing it in pertaining to his purpose, and you doing it according to what the word says. God is going to give you peace once again. You're going to feel more free. You're going to feel more confident. You're not going to have as many thoughts, and all of this, I shoulda not, And another thing, you're not going to be around blaming everybody like you used to. You're going to let all that go. Like that demon that came with all that, blaming yourself stuff, that demon have a lot of things attached to it. When you blame yourself, that demon come with 40 other side effects, okay? And once you admit that you are the blame of whatever it is it may be in your life, it's your fault. When you admit that, though, that demon of blame will leave with its other little side effects and other little baby demons that come with it. And that's what you want. You don't want that stuff just attached to you, torturing you for the rest of your life, for the rest of your days. It's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to look into and try to really do for yourself. I think you are worth telling yourself in the mirror, I'm the one that's crazy. I'm the one that's a psychopath. I'm the blame. It's not nobody but me. Because nothing is going to hurt you or harm you if you don't let it. If you let people words get into your spirit and take you out, destroy you, it's your fault. It's not my fault. It's not Jesus' fault. It's not the holy angels' fault that protect you. It's your fault. See what I'm saying? And when you admit this once again, because this is so important, that's why I keep repeating this part. Admit that you're the blame. Admit that it's your fault that you hung around people, or you the one that don't know how to handle things the way you're supposed to as a woman or as a man. You see what I'm saying? Then you'll be better off, good to go. You'll feel better. You'll feel more peace, like I was saying earlier. And the last thing is that, like if you ain't got married 3 or 4 or 5 times, thinking that you gonna find better in that next man or that next woman, you got it all wrong. Because everybody got something that come with them. I don't care who they are. And if you haven't fixed you, if you haven't worked on you after God showed you what's going on with you, and after God showed you, hey, you ain't even admitted to me that you to blame. You ain't admitted to me that I showed you was crazy, lady. I showed you was on some other stuff, man. And you still want to walk around here blaming everybody? So some people will do this. If one marriage don't work, they will go marry again, thinking that it's going to be what they're looking for, thinking that they're going to get what they're fantasizing for. You're going to just be walking around your life, marrying all these people, being with all these people, and you're still going to just fantasize. It's a fantasy thing. It's not real, because you are not admitting it's you. You can marry 10 people, but if you are a psychopath, if you are crazy, if you don't admit who you are and don't accept who you are, accept is the main important thing. If you don't accept who you are or who God showed you are, you can be, you can just keep going with this stuff. You is still going to fail. You're not going to work out in any marriage. Your marriage is not going to work out. No matter how many people you marry, it's not going to work because you have to fix you. You have to love you. You got to work on you first. Once you, and you got to accept you. Because if you don't accept you, work on you, fix it, or try to at least admit it, at least acknowledge it. How can God help you? How can you, how can you prosper or pursue your marriage to the end? Even with God, if you don't admit who you are, how can you even stay married to God, which is the most important thing in the world? See what I'm saying? How can you stay married to God if you have a relationship with God right now, if you don't admit who you are? See what I'm saying? Because that's where the relationship really gets deep and falls into place. Because God showed you who you are for a reason, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So just check that out. Just look into what I just said and really, just reminisce on this because this is real. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing all these things, trying to find all this stuff in different people, you're not going to find it because you might be picked out to fix things, and no matter who life you be in, you might be the person that might be the bigger person to just fix things or to work things out because you have the anointing for that. But if you're trying to run to all these different people to, do this and that for you and treat you a certain way, or looking for all these different things, different admirers and special people and all this foolishness, you just gonna keep getting married for the rest of your days, and you still gonna be miserable. You still not gonna last with nobody. Nobody's not gonna want you, and you're not gonna understand why, because you gotta admit who you are. You gotta accept who you are. And if you're the one that's causing all the problems in these marriages, if you're the one coming at your husband, tripping off on your husband, and you know in your heart he ain't doing nothing to, receive this from you, then it might not be your husband, lady. It might be you. You might be the damn problem. And it's the truth. I know you don't want to hear this, ladies, but you might be the problem. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you doing your part and the husband doing some stuff he ain't supposed to be doing, that ain't right, or that's weird and not cool, or he not admitting who he is, then he gonna go through the same thing you going through. Person to person, wife to wife, it's gonna be the same crap. You see what I'm saying? So let's just, you know what I'm saying, look at ourselves in the mirror for the last time. I'm gonna say this again. Look at yourself in the mirror, admit who you are, accept it. If you want to accept it, that's all on you. I'm not trying to tell no grown people what to do. I think the teenagers will probably jump on this secret from God before the adults. That's what I believe. I believe that. Because teenagers be they be on it more than the grown-ups now today in this time, and from what I'm seeing. So I say, check this out. You know what I'm saying? Admit who you are. You know what I'm saying? When you do that, God gonna help you. He gonna respect that. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it's gonna happen overnight. It could take years for you to work on you. It could take months. For some people, it could take a day. It depends on how serious they take it, and how many forces they fighting with and they walk with God. How many demonic principalities that's coming at them? Because demons are there for a reason too, to challenge you. God has sent spirits also to challenge you. So it's not always easy. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say it's easy, because it's not. But it is better to admit who God showed you are than not to admit it at all and accept it and deal with it. Okay, God. I got you, Lord. I see what you're showing me. I am crazy. I have thinking problems. I have some weird problems going on me. Weird spirits be attacking me, Lord, and I be doing weird things. You see what I'm saying? Or I have drinking problems, sex problems, whatever it may be. I like being worldly more than spiritual for God. All that is based on what God's showing you on who you are. You see what I'm saying? So once you get that in your head and accept it, receive the truth from God on that. Be thankful that God took the scales off your eyes and show you who you are. Because you don't want to meet God thinking you was straight, but you never knew who you really was. You never learned you. You never studied you. You never knew you. And that's not good. You want to know who in the hell are you? Straight up. You see what I'm saying? And that's all I wanted to share with you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this video helps you out. God bless.